Hey everybody, I'm Brittany Hughes. Welcome back. Another day, another riot. That's pretty much all we saw last weekend coming out of St. Louis, where social justice warriors once again figured that disrupting everybody's evening and lighting a bunch of crap on fire will get them taken seriously by the rest of society. Noisy protesters stomped through malls, threw stuff at police officers, blocked traffic, broke the windows on police cars, even vandalized the mayor's house. Now, this is what we've seen for years, though. The day before all of this went down, 9 people were arrested in Berkeley for carrying illegal weapons and spitting on police. Why? Because a conservative speaker showed up to give a speech. Of course, leftists like these aren't so much offended by something specific as they are offended just for the sake of having something to do on a Friday night, but whatever. They're always offended by something. So here's something that you might find shocking. We have some common ground. I'm actually pretty offended too. Let me tell you why. It offends me that in this country it is legal to burn a baby alive inside the womb with saline, suck its brains out with a tube, carve it up into little pieces, and scrape it out with a suction. It offends me that Planned Parenthood and the Democrats not only want us to accept this barbaric practice as compassionate health care, but expect me to willingly participate in infanticide by paying for it with my tax dollars. As a woman, it offends me that men can now drop their pants in our dressing rooms and beat women to a pulp in a boxing ring just because they channel their inner Shania and say they feel like a woman. Or that in public schools, we're now teaching little boys and girls that they aren't actually little boys and girls, which frankly is child abuse. It offends me when liberal women in this country tell me that to be a woman, I have to tromp around topless holding a cardboard vagina and screaming about my right to kill babies. Classy. It offends me that in 2017 America, Christian business owners can be bankrupted, stripped of their livelihoods, and tossed in jail simply for living out their faith. It offends me that our border is still wide open to illegal immigration, and God only knows who is still coming into this country in droves, and nobody in Congress seems to give a flying flip. And it offends me that people who came here illegally think that a country whose laws they've been openly violating for years somehow owes them something. I'm offended that billionaires like Tom Steyer, who made their fortunes off oil and coal, now use bunk science and altered data to con people into funding their new green industry by convincing them that weather has never happened before. If you don't think all this global warming crap is all about lining certain people's pockets, you haven't been paying attention. It offends me that an entire generation of Americans is coming online that believes vandalizing public property, banning free speech, and assaulting people with whom you disagree is an acceptable form of public discourse. It offends me that leftist rioters can burn down half a town and chuck bottles of pee at the cops, and there's the Democrats nodding along like, oh yeah, let's just look at the social justice warriors practicing their First Amendment. So yeah, I'm offended too. And this is just my short list. Of course, I don't use it as an excuse to run around flipping cars and torching the local 7-Eleven because I'm a decent person with an IQ higher than 34 and a job I have to be at by 6 a.m. I'm not going to beam somebody upside the head with a bike lock because they don't agree with something that I just said. See, that's the difference between the left and the right. We're offended too. And about things that are a lot more serious than whether the government recognizes our right to marry our dog or the fact that printer paper is white and that must be racist. We just don't throw on masks and start swinging baseball bats to prove our points. And before you start frantically Googling right-wing violence to find some exception and prove me wrong, consider this. If we were as unhinged and violent as the left, you would know it. We have most of the guns. And that's it for now, guys. Thanks for hanging with me. Leave your comments below. Check back for more videos soon. God bless.